There has been a lot of talk lately on forums, on social media, at the bar stool therapy sessions, that Thailand has become too hard for expats to continue living here. And there's a saying that it's not the same, not like the good old days, that it's too expensive, it's too bureaucratic, it's too unfriendly. And here is the hard truth that maybe you don't want to admit, and that is that Thailand has not gotten harder to live in. The people, some of you, have just got weaker. Thailand is raising its standards, and some people cannot keep up. It's not what they want. Now, in case you do not know, I am Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. An American who has lived in Thailand for 30 years now, almost half my life. Just before I get started, please do me a favor. If you like this video, if you like my streams, if you like my channel, click the thumbs up button, subscribe if you have not done so already, and hit the notification bell so that you are apprised of when you'll get new videos and new streams. If you have any questions, if you want to send me a letter, or if you want a consultation, please email me at anamericaninbangkok@gmail.com. Now, let's get started here, and I don't want to pull any punches. If you are serious about staying in Thailand, about living well here, not just existing, you want to live here long term, you need to understand what's really happening. This isn't about nostalgia. Oh, those were the good old days. This isn't about blaming Thailand or you or anybody else, really. This is about recognizing that the rules of the game have changed, and if you choose not to change with them, then you really only have one choice, and that is to get out. Simple as that. Okay? Number one, Thailand is done with freeloaders, like in the good old days. For years, Thailand has tolerated people scraping by on loopholes, under-the-table work, visa games, excuses, and those days are over. If you don't have a steady, verifiable income, if you can't show some sort of financial responsibility, if you can't follow immigration's basic laws, then you are not welcome anymore. And frankly, why should you be? Think about it from their standpoint, not from the standpoint, oh, they need us. Think about it from their standpoint. Frankly, they don't really need you. They have a lot of tourists coming in, and they don't really need you. Now, another item, number two, the tax reality check. You live here more than 180 days, you are now a Thai tax resident. However, let's just get this clear. If you're bringing in money into Thailand and it's taxable, even if you earned it years ago, you should prepare for this. However, they give you warning, and maybe you're just not listening. The country expects grown men to handle their business. And what that means is, if you truly need to pay taxes on the money that you are bringing in, then you got to pay it. You're not going to get around it. Some things are not taxable, like Social Security, okay? There's such a thing as the dual tax treaty. They don't want people to think that they can just live like ghost citizens forever. So you got to remember that. And, don't get all freaked out about it. Oh, I've got to pay these taxes. Maybe you don't have to pay taxes, or if you do, maybe it's something like 5,000 baht a year. And I understand, well, that pains me. I've got to pay 5,000 a year. Okay, well, get over it. Visas, number three, visas are a privilege, not a right. And Thailand is not interested in playing games anymore or making it easy for you. If you're going to get a tourist visa, or you're going to stay as a tourist, then you've got to stay shorter, not longer. You're not going to be able to stay for years on end on a tourist visa or no visa or something like that. If you've got a marriage visa, then you need a real relationship. You need real documents. You need to be able to prove it. If you're faking your life to stay here, then basically Thailand has no patience for you. You earn your right to stay here. You don't scam it. I mean, pushing the boundaries a little, okay, maybe I can understand that. All right? But you don't just scam your way in. And I always hearken back to the people who write me and say, oh, they're kicking me out. Why are they kicking you out? Well, they want me to get a visa. Well, how long have you been here? 3 years? So what are you on right now? Oh, I don't have a visa. I just do border runs. Sorry, okay? Cry about the cost all you want. It is still cheap here. And listen, I know Thailand's more expensive. But guess what? So is everywhere else. Thailand is more expensive than, say, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. But it is in the rest of the world. The rest of the world is more expensive too. But compared to, say, Europe, Australia, or the United States, Thailand is still a bargain. And if an extra few thousand, let's say $100 a month, if that breaks you, then the problem is you. It's not Thailand. Nobody forces you to move here. You live here because you want to live here. If you can't keep up, then maybe you shouldn't have left home in the first place. And that's why when you're going to move here, you need to give it considerable thought. Number 5, Thailand is raising the bar, and that is a good thing. Thailand is done being a dumping ground for broke retirees, lost backpackers, dirty, stinky, smelly backpackers who are here because they want to find themselves. All while they're living off of $400 a month or something like that. They want serious people who bring value, money, skills, and are respectable, somewhat respectable. And honestly, why shouldn't they want that? You're a guest here. If you don't like the standards, well then guess what? You have a choice. You can go somewhere else. Now, here's the reality. The cost of living, as I said, is creeping up towards real middle class levels, especially in Bangkok, Chiang Mai, and in tourist areas like Phuket, even in Pattaya. All right, visa rules are tightening. You can't just do endless visa runs or lie about a student visa. Immigration is enforcing the rules now. They have real checks, real documentation. No more paying 500 baht under the table. And oh, don't worry, everything is okay. Generally, that doesn't happen quite as often now as in the past. Taxes are very real here, and you might be on the radar, and you might just have to pay a little bit of tax. If you make a lot of money, you might have to pay a little bit more. Figure that out with a tax attorney. Financial surveillance is growing. Thailand joined the OECD Common Reporting Standards, CRS, which means your home country and Thailand can share financial information about you. Here's the big one. Thailand wants high-quality tourists and wealthy expats. Now, to them, wealthy may not be you've got to be a multimillionaire. It may be that you need to have a couple $100,000. You may need to have a couple $1,000 a month coming in. You're making $4,000 or $5,000 a month. That's what they expect, okay? They don't want pensioners who are living on fumes or guys hiding from their past. Thailand is no longer a safe haven for the lost, the broke, or the barely committed. Now, why have things changed? Well, mainly Thailand is starting to grow up. It's a grown-up country. And it's not a little secret backwater anymore. It's one of the biggest economies in Southeast Asia. Bangkok is a real-life international city, and they even have TVs here. Oh, my goodness. It's a big city. Phuket is one of the most expensive beach cities in the world, and even Pattaya is trying to clean up a little harder than they used to in the past, if you can believe that. They don't necessarily need Western expats to survive anymore, especially broke ones. Now, Maybe if there's a COVID again or something like that, well, maybe that would change things. But right now, there's not. That's a once-in-a-lifetime thing so far. Thailand has Chinese, Indians, Russians, Middle Easterners, and there is now a new class of rich Thais that are filling the gaps. And the brutal truth is, if you are a high-value expat, Thailand welcomes you. If you're not, Thailand doesn't really care if you leave, because you know what talks? Money. So don't get upset if you are a poor backpacker and you feel like you're being pushed out. Do something about it. Elevate your financial standing if you can. If you're a poor backpacker, I would think you're a little younger, but okay. If you really want to live where you want to live, make sure you have enough money. And that means whatever the country requires, maybe you add 20, 25% so that you'll have a buffer. So, Thailand has not betrayed you. Thailand hasn't really changed the deal. Thailand expects a little bit more from you. And if you can't deliver, then it's time to move on. Thailand still offers freedom, opportunity, great living, but only if you step up and try to live by their requirements. You live up to their requirements. And quite frankly, their requirements are not all that difficult. Thailand used to be the way out. There used to be cheap, very cheap living, loose visa rules. It was a cash society. And nobody really cared what you did. Not that they really care all that much now, but they may check up on you and then they don't care. You could disappear into a crowd for a few $100s a month. You know, if you had $400 or $500, you could disappear here. But guess what? When I first came here, that's how it was. And that Thailand is long, long gone. Okay? So Thailand was the way out for those people who wanted a second chance at life. Now Thailand is upgrading. And if you can't tag along for the upgrade, then you're in the way, and you might as well take a hike. I hate to say it. If you want to live free, you'd better start acting like a grown man who's financially responsible, not a tourist on an endless vacation. Adapt, upgrade, live smart, or go home. That's it. That's the truth. Or that's the truth as I see it. But I think it's the truth. Anyway, I am Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Until next time, Chok di leo jerken mai. That is good luck and see you again. Remember to live free, stay smart, do your expat life right. Use your brain a little bit. Don't just glide along in autopilot. Okay?